I'm gonna try not to cry. Oh. I love my brother Jesse, and I love the stunning bride that is Liz. I won't take up too much time because there's an open bar right here and we're going to take full advantage of it, all right? I believe the world is lucky that Jesse and Liz have collided. Out of the millions and trillions and possibilities and pathways that these two could have or might have taken, all roads have led to them possibly colliding. Out of the hundreds and thousands of strangers' shoulders we might brush past during each of our journeys, Jesse and Liz brushed shoulders but decided to stop. Like a ripple effect. Maybe changing a thing or two in the past possibly veers these two forces in completely different directions. Maybe if Jesse wasn't a hardworking and knowledgeable electrician, he takes a different path, picks up a new hobby, becomes something other than what he is, and he never meets Liz. Or maybe Liz wasn't a passionate, generous, and selfless teacher. She takes a different path, picks up a new passion, maybe a new set of friends, and she never meets Jesse. The point is that we will and could not ever know that outcome simply because out of the million and trillion of courses their lives could have taken, they are supposed to be sitting right here, right now. They are supposed to be smiling at each other and staring at me up here in front of everybody that's most important to them. Thank you. They are supposed to be sitting right here, right now. If life is like a pinball machine, with all of us just bouncing around and pinging off of bumpers and events with randomness and hopefulness, I have no doubt Jesse and Liz would be the two pinballs to glue together and keep on pinging. And the world is lucky for it. The world is lucky because individually, Jesse and Liz, being who they are, is enough to change the world. But them choosing to love one another and join forces could move mountains.
I'm very impressed you can read that with a paper.
It's a lot. It's caffeine, it's alcohol. Bear with me. And it's also nervousness. I got a bunch of eyes up here. But I'll put myself, I'll be willing to embarrass myself because I love him so much.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
None of us are here, man. Just
They didn't invent words to describe what having Jesse as a brother means to me. When I think about the idea of what a good man is, Jesse flashes before my eyes. He is kind, he is warm, he is noble, he is virtuous, and when you are vulnerable, he will be vulnerable with you. He will shield you. He knows my filterless thoughts and fears and dreams, and insecurities, and he still embraces me and calls me brother. I tell Jesse I love him often. I tell him how much I don't deserve him. Having Jesse in your corner feels like having a cheat code in life. I have lost my way in life and still continue to, but every time I have and still do, Jesse is always right next to me. He will not let me do it alone, and I cannot do it without him. He is an anchor and he is a soulmate. I do not know what happens when we close our eyes for the final time, but I do know that if we get another go around at this life, I will try to find you again, Jesse.
A little.
I'm so sorry. From the inception of Liz's and Jesse's relationship, I got to witness the most beautiful flowers sprout and blossom. They watered each other with love every single day. Sorry, it's not stable. A beautiful garden their lives have become, with a house now, and two of the cutest, most troublemaking dogs ever. I have tangible happiness in my heart that Jesse has found Liz. I want to see my brother happy, and since he's met Liz, I no longer must worry about that. Liz is a phenomenal teacher for beautifully gifted and unique children who need her love. How perfect is it that my brother meets a woman like this? Liz is a rarity. She has stepped into a calling, placed it upon her shoulders while being a true light in this world and giving herself to children who need it. I cannot overstate how much of an angel you are, Liz. I could only imagine the challenges you face every single day, but you do so with grace and an air of naturalness that seems effortless. You are nothing short of an inspiration, but on the days that feel impossible, you know you have a cheat code to hold you. You know that you have Jesse. You are two angels that deserve and need one another to get through the hurdles this life may throw, so that you can continue to be a force for good. Liz, I need to know how much Jesse loves you with his entire heart, and you have such a good man, and you deserve it so much. Jesse deserves you, and Jesse is family just as you are family. In closing, this life isn't easy, but I think love makes all of it worth it. It is hope and love that wakes us up every day. I am honored to have woken up today to see and be a part of one of the most important milestones in my brother's life. When Jesse and I were kids, I would often tell him how it was my dream to be so successful and acquire so much money that I would buy us a compound so that we could live right next to each other. I still hold on to that dream, but now Liz is a part of the vision. And I need a bigger compound to add all the dogs together. When that day comes and it goes, and it's 50 years from now, and we're in rocking chairs, holding hands, listening to music, reminiscing on our younger days, we could laugh and we could smile like we always do. Remember back to today and simply say, we made it and we did it. I will always be here for you too. Anything you need, to say the word, I'll come running. Thank you for falling in love. Thank you for being in all of our lives. And with that, if we could give a toast to Jesse and Liz, to a lifetime of happiness and love. Cheers!